better.
Welcome to LindaFit Pilates. Today we're doing a classic Pilates mat workout with variations. Now variations will spice up your workout and take you to the next level. Now joining me today is LindaFit teacher Svetlana Khoruzina, and we're going to show you how it's done. So Svet's going to come to lie on the mat, and the first thing that I always do in all my videos is we stretch out. So she's going to lengthen her legs down, she brings her legs together, she flexes her feet, navel in, ribs relaxed. She's going to reach through her fingertips. She's going to bring her arms up. As her arms go up, her ribs soften in and her arms go behind. Her waist pulls back and we get that beautiful elongation stretch. So remember, when the arms go back, we've got to keep the bottom ribs tucked in and the waist nice and strong so the lower back's not arching. And as she stretches from top to bottom, she's just preparing her body for the workout, opening everything up. Then she's going to bring her arms down by her side. She's going to point through her toes. She'll keep her navel in, her ribs relaxed. And we bring the left knee into the chest. And then we bring the right knee into the chest. She grabs the backs of the thighs. She rocks the knees a little bit side to side. This is going to open her lower vertebrae. Feels like a nice stretch along the left side of the lower back, the right side. And it's just preparing your body for the workout. Then she steadies her legs, we'll bring the feet into the floor, hip width apart, navel in, she tucks the tailbone and she curls the pelvis up and she gets a nice stretch from shoulder, hip to knee. Right now we're just going to open up the front of the hips a little bit here. Again, just preparing for the workout, feet drive down, the pelvis lifts up, and as she pushes down into her arms, she can lift her trunk up better. And this is such a great way just to prepare your body for the workout. She's breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth, and inhaling and exhaling out the mouth. Then she's going to slowly roll the vertebrae down. She softens her back, her front ribs, her back ribs come down, and she lowers vertebra by vertebra to the mat. Excellent, excellent. And we're ready to start. So we're going to do the classic 100. The knees come into the chest, navel in. And she gets her navel in, her ribs in. She'll bring her legs to tabletop, lengthen through the top of the head, curl the head, neck, and chest. Arms come up off the mat. I'll get out of your way. Arms come up and she pumps her arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, out the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5. And you see as she pumps her arms, long C curve from head to tail, ribs, navel in. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, drive that belly button in towards the spine. Nothing moves except the arms, legs steady, spine in the long C curve. And last time, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, hold. Now on the last hold, she's going to pull her navel in. She's going to stretch her legs out. She's going to squeeze her thighs, keep her belly in. And most important, that lower back stays pressed against the mat. Excellent, Svet. Bend the knees, put the neck and head down. Take a breath. So, where's the variation? It's coming. So, right, she's got that much done. So if you want to spice this up a little, same idea. We're going to pull the navel in, lengthen through the top of the head, curl the head, the neck, come up to the bottom tips of the blades. We don't over crunch. This time the legs are going to go all the way out. We spice it up a little. Navel goes in, and she inhales. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, lower back pressed towards the mat, ribs in, eyes to thighs. And now she's going to open her legs a little. She's going to beat them together. In. Arms pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. So arms go up and down, legs go in. What a challenge for the central nervous system, right? She's still breathing. Inhale, pumping up and down. Legs are going together. It's not easy, is it? And inhale, pump, 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 up and down. And legs go in. Now hold and bend the knees. Put the spine, neck, and head down. So we start right from the top with a little bit of a brain tease, right? Arms are going one way, the legs are going in, right? So I love that challenge. Did you like that? It's fun, right? Bring the legs down, stretch them out. She gave me a little bit of a look there. Legs squeeze together like one. We're going to pull the navel in and up. We're going to curl the head, the neck, tuck the tailbone, push down into those legs, and she comes up and we're ready for the roll up. So in the roll up, the legs are squeezed together, right? If you're tight, knees slightly bent, and she's going to roll back just part way down, tucking the tail. She comes down, hold, right about there. The legs sandwiched together, heels rooted, and she's going to take a little twist to the left. As she twists to the left, her navel goes in. She comes back to center, and she's going to twist to the right, keeping the navel in, Legs squeeze together, come back to center. Exhale, arc over the thighs. And when I say arc, right, curve the back, don't flatten, ribs in. If she's tight, she's gonna bend the knees, so pick up your knees for that. Yeah, tight hamstring, you gotta bend the knees. And she rolls back again, tuck the tailbone, melt the shoulders down. Again, take a twist to the left, squeezing the legs, grounding the pelvis, come back to center, and twist to the right, grounding the pelvis, squeezing those inner thighs. Come back to center, exhale, arc up and over the legs without collapsing, so she keeps a space here. Her belly is in and her shoulders are relaxed. And then she's going to roll up to a seated position, right? So roll up nice and tall, shoulders over hips. She sandwiches her legs together and she's going to roll all the way to the mat. Flex the feet slowly, lower down, lower back, middle back, neck, head. Arms go up, the ribs soften in, and the arms go behind. Excellent. And again, she keeps the ribs in, the waist pulled in, legs sandwiched, arms come up parallel to the floor. So bring them parallel, tuck the tail, curl the head, the neck, and peel up, grounding the thighs, pulling the waist in. Excellent. She's going to arc up and over, ribs in as she curves. And she's trying not to collapse. It's almost like she's hovering over a balloon, and she's not going to pop it. And she rolls back one vertebra at a time. And she can powerfully flex her feet, pushing her heels forward, lower back, middle back, neck, head. You must always think of sequencing the vertebrae with control. Arms go back and stretch. Good, flex the feet. Arms come up parallel to the floor, ground the legs, and without momentum, peel up, grounding the legs, navel in, tailbone tucks. Exhale, float over your thighs, ribs in, as you curve. Good. And then she's going to roll up to a seated position. We're just going to change it a little bit. Here's our variation. We're going to twist to the left. As we twist left, we're going to tuck the tail and slowly roll down. Heels slide forward, grounding into the mat. Find your left shoulder blade, pass through center. Twist the spine to the right, grounding the legs, tuck the tail, peel up, keeping those legs sandwiched. And she comes back to center. She's breathing. Inhale, lift, twist to the right, squeezing the legs, gently tuck the tail. So we're rolling down on the side of the back. We find the right shoulder blade lightly. We pass through center. We twist to the left. Ground the legs, navel's in, tuck the tail. Beautiful, Svet. She comes up. She comes back to center. We're going to do it one more time. Take a twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come down. So it's the same control sequencing. We're just in a twist. We untwist. We come and twist to the right. Tuck the tail. Root the legs. And come back to center. And last time, twist to the right. Slowly tuck the tail, coming down through each vertebra sequentially. Come around the bend, completing the last one. And root the legs and come all the way up to center. And then bring your arms down. And we call that around the world. So around the world with the roll up. So arms forward, we're going to take her back to the mat. She flexes her feet, heels slide slowly. Lower back, middle back, neck and head. And she returns her arms to the floor. All right, from here, we're going to go into some of those abdominal series exercises. We're going to bring the left knee into the chest, the right knee into the chest. She's going to grab her thighs and rock the knees side to side. And we're going to show you the classic single bent leg stretch. So Svet's going to take her left hand to her left shin, right hand a few inches above, navel in, ribs in, lengthen through the top of the head, curl up without over crunching, long C curve. Navel in, elbows lift, the right leg goes out, and we switch the legs, beautiful. Outside hand to ankle and switch, outside hand to ankle. She keeps long from head to tail, pubic bone dropped heavy, tailbone long to the end of the mat. She's not crunching her head to her knee, she's thinking long C curve, flat belly, and long linear legs. Beautiful, Svet. Now we're going to bring the knees to the chest. We put the spine, neck, and head back to the floor. And we add our variation, right, to spice it up a little. We're going to take the arms, we're going to reach them off the mat parallel to the mat. She's going to lengthen through the top of the head, pull the ribs and navel in. Same exercise, but the arms stay here now. And the left leg goes straight out, and switch, and switch. And same principles, ribs, navel in, pubic bone heavy, drop, tail long. Look at the long C curve. She's not changing her position. She stabilizes while her legs move. That's what you're after. The navel's to the spine. Start to bicycle the legs. We spice it up a little by changing the pattern of the legs. She's got to keep her navel in, her tailbone long, her pubic bone heavy, and she's adding a new leg pattern. And then she reverses. Fabulous. She did that on her own. Fabulous. Keeping the long C curve, those strong abdominals pulled in, bend the knees, and put the spine, neck, and head back to the mat. So that's a way to spice up your single bent leg stretch. Take the arms off. There's more work for the abdominal wall. There's more work for the hips. And certainly when we take it into bicycle, we have another movement pattern to learn, right, to stabilize. So we're going to go now into the double bent leg stretch. Always a hard exercise in and of itself. And we're going to add the variation too. But first, let's show the classic. So she brings her hands to her outer shins. She curls up, ribs, navel in. The arms, legs are going to go out. She exhales, legs together, belly in. Arms sweep around, inhale, beautiful. She does it one more time. Exhale out, ribs, navel in. Legs sandwich, inhale, sweep. And we'll do it one more time. Exhale out, ribs, navel in. Squeeze the thighs, beautiful. Arms, legs come in. Put the neck and head down. Take a break. The heart should be going ba-bump, which is great. Right? We're getting the blood moving. All right. Now we're going to show the variation. So ribs, belly in, curl the head, the neck, arms, legs go out. We're going to hold the legs there, sweep the arms to straight legs, hold, fingers reach, navel in towards the spine, beautiful. Bend the knees. We do it again. Arms, legs go out, ribs, navel in, arms to straight legs, hold. We're going to take a twist to the left now. As she twists left, ground the pelvis, pull the navel in. Beautiful. Come back to center, twist to the right, ground the pelvis, pull the navel in. Come back to center, reach for your shins, but pull your belly button to the mat and bend the knees and put the neck and head down. Oh my. So right as we get into the workout, we want to keep the abdominals challenged so the legs stay there a little bit longer. Let's bring the hands now behind the head for the crisscross. We've got the hands behind the head. We're going to curl the head neck, ribs, navel in, and we're going to take a twist to the left and lengthen the right leg, grounding the pelvis, lifting the right shoulder blade, and twist to the right, lifting the left shoulder blade, and we twist and twist, good girl, and twist, grounding the pelvis, rotating the spine. Good, just two more, and twist. Bend the knees, put the spine, neck, and head down. Now we're going to add the variation. So what if we hold the twist a little longer while we work the legs? So navel in, and we're going to curl up. We're going to twist, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and twist to the right, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and back to the left, twist, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now twist, grounding the pelvis, holding the twist as she moves the leg, 3, 4, 5. Come back to center and bend the knees into the chest. Excellent. Bring your legs down long. We're going to roll up to a seated position. Legs root. And we're going to turn to face the camera, and we're going to do the saw, right? The saw a little bit closer. Yeah, so the saw about shoulder width, slightly wider. Arms to the side. We're going to root the pelvis, ribs in. Make sure those ribs are in. The hips are rooted. We lengthen through the top of the head. You ground your butt, your legs into the floor. Lift, inhale, twist to the right. As she twists right, she grounds the left hip. She arcs over her right thigh. Back arm turns in, the front arm reaches towards the foot. Most important, this left hip stays grounded and the waist is in. Push into your legs, your pelvis, roll up one vertebra at a time. Come back to center, beautiful. Root, inhale, lift, twist to the left. Again, right pelvis roots. Legs parallel, they don't flip open. Shoulders relax. If she can, she looks back at her hand. Right pelvis down, push into the floor as you roll up, one vertebra at a time. Come back to center. We'll do two more with a little bit more speed. Inhale, lift, twist right, ground the left hip, waist off thigh, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Get super tall through the top of the head and twist left, arc, root the right hip, waist is in, push into your legs as you roll up one vertebra at a time. Beautiful, Svet. Come back to center. Now bring the arms down. Now it's a fun variation and adding an arm balance to the work. We're going to bend the left knee. We're going to put it towards our shin. The left hand comes back and she's going to take a nice arc and up. And this is what I call just feel good stretch from the whole front side to your foot, right? And breathe, beautiful, come down. We'll do that again, right? So she looks at her right hand and it's a little dancey. And Svet is a dancer, so I thought I would add this one in. And it's a beautiful stretch for your front chain. And then she comes down slowly with grace and control, right? Some of our Pilates principles. Other side, the foot comes in. She's going to bring her right hand back. She sweeps up. She opens up. Again, she's still keeping her ribs in. She's opening up this whole side. She pushes into the floor, reaches up. She comes down with grace, control, never falling. And one more time, inhale, push into the floor, reach away, and open everything. Again, the idea that she's reaching into space, but she's still pushing down, and then slowly come on down. Excellent. We're going to come onto the stomach now when we do our extension work. So it's time for the swan, not the swan dive where we have a lot of movement, but the hands are under the shoulders, the hips are flat, the belly's in. She's going to gaze forward, and she's going to slowly peel her head, neck, and chest. And this is just our classic swan extension, getting long from head to tail, abdominals in, legs squeezed together, and she's going to roll sequentially down lower back, middle back, neck, and head. And then we'll add on. So as a variation this time, she's going to gaze forward. She's going to peel head, neck, chest, abdomen in. This time she's going to lift her hands. As her hands lift, she's got to really extend up through her spine. Maybe tuck her tail and pull up more in the abdominals to support that lower back because the hands are now lifted. And we're going to add a little twist here. We're going to twist to the right. And as she twists to the right, she turns her head, neck, and ribs towards the ceiling. And she comes back to center, keeping the pelvis, legs rooted. She twists to the left. Beautiful. She comes back to center. And now she's going to take her arms all the way back. As she extends her arms back, she reaches her chest forward. Her fingers, her toes lengthen back. So adding another idea for the swan, right, gives you a little bit more lift off the floor. And really think of getting the shoulders back. And then slowly come down one vertebra at a time. Rock the hips side to side. Good. And breathe. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to do this again. This time the arms stay by the side. She gazes forward. She's going to peel head, neck, chest, shoulders roll back, fingers reach back, abdominals pull up. This time she's going to lengthen and lift her left leg. So we'll add yet another idea to swan. And as she lifts, she squeezes her glutes. Right at the bottom here, she stretches her knee. Her chest pulls forward, and she slowly lowers everything gracefully to the floor, and she comes up one more time. Inhale, head, neck, and chest. Lift up through the right leg. Good. Squeezing the right glute, chest forward, shoulders back, stretching through the knee, and she slowly rolls through the vertebrae, and she comes down. Excellent. Now she's just going to lift up into pure Superman pose, right? So swan with a little bit. Right, so we're going to keep the arms by the side. You were great. We're going to do the same thing, lengthen through the top of the head, neck, and chest lift up. She's going to lift her legs up, squeezing them together, rolling the shoulders back. Chest moves forward like you had a beam of light shining to the wall in front. Legs are slightly off the floor. And you got to pull your abs in, maybe tuck the tail to protect that lower back. And then she slowly sequences down, lowers her legs, and she sits back for the child's pose. Very good, Svet. Head is in, the tail is under, she breathes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You tuck your tail, you let your armpits melt, and just breathe into your back ribs. Very good. Now she's going to come back onto her stomach. She's going to bring her arms out in front, legs behind her, and we're going to do the swim. Shoulder blades slide down, abdomen in. She's going to lift up again. It's Superman. She's going to lift up, arms and legs. Now she's going to take her left arm, her right leg, and lift up. And she's going to flutter kick, flutter kick, flutter kick. So it's classic swim. Shoulder blades slide down, abdomen in, legs reach back. And she has to stretch in both directions, otherwise she starts to rock without control. So flutter kick, Now she's going to come down and she's going to rest. Now I always find swimming is a little awkward for my students. So she's going to bring her arms back. So this is actually a variation that I think will actually make it a little easier. And I think you get more for your money sometimes in this one. She's going to roll the shoulders back, curl the head, the neck, and chest. Arms reach back. She lifts her legs again. And now she's going to flutter kick her legs. Flutter kick. So I like this variation of swim because we can open the chest. Chest pulls forward. And so many times we're rounding over in life, right, over our desks, our stoves, our work. So it gives you a chance to open your front chest, to reach your arms back, to strengthen your spinal extensors, your hip extensors. Arms are reaching back actively. And then she's going to slowly come down and she's going to sit back on her heels and round the spine. Very good, Svetlana. And her palms pressed out, her hips pressed back. Good. And Svet, we're going to come up now, and we're just going to end with a quick stretch. So we're going to come to a seated position, and we're just going to sit cross-legged. We're going to just stretch the sides of the back a little bit. We're going to inhale up and over, and we just want to thank you as she stretches out here her sides. That we hope you enjoyed this variations workout of Pilates. right? It's just a way to spice up things, to take your workout to the next level, right? And we hope you enjoy the workout. Have a great day.